Privacy was, in its prime, responsible for making people feel safe and secure, and while it is not so much dead, its definition has changed beyond belief as to be almost unrecognisable. Privacy was an out. It allowed people to be who we wanted to be, not who we thought others would like to see. Privacy was many things: understanding, introverted, and caring, shielding us from the harshness of reality, allowing us to be shielded in much the same way. Privacy was, while not killed, certainly encouraged along its mortal coil by a number of influences. Technology and its prevalence in our lives, as well as the way in which we allow for 24-hour self-surveillance with our phones, computers, and social media. In seeking to make things easier for ourselves, we have handed away control, allowing billion-dollar multinationals to watch over our world and see what we are doing, when we are doing it, and who we are doing it with. We are here today to lay privacy to rest. Its final days left it almost unrecognisable, yet we would be remiss not to look back with fondness, but still with clarity for what lies ahead. It has never been nice to think about, but if we truly turn our attention to the amount of digital information we are giving away, it's terrifying to think about just how much we give, without taking the time to think about the terms and conditions we sign away. We live in a world where we hand countless bytes of data to those who wish to sell us things, all for the sake of comfort and ease. Privacy was, in my humble opinion, the father of innocence, as it is our privacy from the horrors of the world that keep us as carefree young children. The argument can be made too that it is the transition of knowledge and the death of childlike innocence within all of us as a result of the curtains of privacy being lifted from the world that causes the phenomenon we have now come to call maturity. Privacy can be best summed up in the moments which we feel most free, the moments we act as perhaps not our best but our truest selves. Privacy can be best summed up in our most private moments. We live in a world where one will often have to search for a moment of privacy, never stumble upon one. Privacy made us feel safe in our isolation, knowing that we could act as we please. Now, every waking moment and some not quite so waking ones are liked, shared, and commented on by a network of people far greater than we would ever interact with within a single day. This isn't rampant speculation brought on by the morning of privacy. There are real statistics that support the argument that social media, friend lists, and incessant posting are detrimental, well, for all of us. Studies have shown that out of a 3,000 strong study group, each with around 150 friends, the number of friends, real friends, you can depend and rely on was 4. 4 people out of 150. So if you can only rely on roughly 1 in 36 Facebook friends to be dependable, good friends, why do we care about everything they post, like, comment, and share? We share these moments with more people than we could ever maintain a relationship with, all for the sake of letting everyone know just how incredible our lives are. But there is certainly pride to be taken in experiencing an incredible moment with a smaller, more private group of people. Understanding the benefits of more intimate, private lives, not flooding timelines with meaningless crap, is certainly something that needs revitalising in the minds of the up-and-coming generation. Privacy meant that when we allowed someone into our circles, into our lives and worlds, it was a big deal. You may know someone for a while before seeing what they are like away from school or on holiday, or what they do in their spare time by themselves. Now, we let this information flow freely, broadcasting our best and brightest moments for everyone we've ever had a passing conversation with to see. We send pictures from inside our bedrooms for streaks, and our bathrooms giving virtual tours of our houses, knowledge that was usually a privilege to the close friends we would invite over to our houses. This knowledge carries less weight now, arguably making it easier to identify common interests. But it also means that the feeling of knowing this information, of being someone's close friend, loses its value. We may have a greater quantity of friends, but the quality and the way in which we value friendship has decreased substantially. Privacy was what we used and where we went when we didn't want anyone and everyone to be around. Privacy gave everyone our own little corner of the world. where we couldn't be contacted, where we could relish in the silence and the separation. Privacy was Narnia. It was Neverland. And now, the steps someone has to take to be alone, properly alone, and relish in the silence. We turn off our Wi-Fi, we turn off our phones, we turn off our tablets and laptops, and even then, what we have is an isolation totally unlike what we used to have. We have become so used to being connected only ever at a moment's notice, only ever a button push away, that the moment we lose this ability, the moment we can't contact someone over a screen, we panic. We can blame technology. We can blame advertisers and their data mining algorithms. But if you truly want to point the finger of accusation somewhere, if you truly want to see whose fault it is we ditched privacy for the intrusive comfort of everything at your fingertips, look in the mirror. If you can't be bothered getting up from your bed, chair or couch, then flick open your window into connectivity and switch to the front camera of your cell phone. Don't worry about getting up. I guarantee your phone is within arm's reach. If the passing of privacy and the subsequent addiction to connection can teach us anything, it's to value silence. Take the moments when your phone isn't ringing and soak in them. Enjoy the times you spend not looking into a black screen of possibilities, and instead lift your eyes to the many more chances and opportunities you can take without needing to tell anyone about it. Cherish achievements without putting them on Facebook, and take the photo you don't have to plaster everywhere. Intimacy and privacy are qualities born from isolation, which even in death we should continue to honour.